Stock trading isn't easy, and that goes doubly true when trading COSM. Let's find out what happened and why COSM just dumped 50%. This is Rocket Day Trading channel, where you get an edge that no other trader has. My sincerest apologies to anyone who was holding COSM in the aftermarket today. Yes, COSM dumped, and yes, it was absolutely horrible. Did we see this coming? In a way, yes. I'm going to go on record saying I rarely ever hold a stock overnight, and I never hold a penny stock overnight, especially not one as volatile as COSM. And we said earlier that we didn't want CSM to drop below 30 cents, otherwise it would drop hard. And that's exactly what happened. In fact, if you look at the video we dropped about a week ago, we said that COSM could dump to 15 cents. And that's exactly what happened. It would have been a good idea to sell COSM at the profit target that we went over yesterday. But what do we do now? What if we're still holding COSM? If you like videos where you're able to get a trading edge that truly allows you to win consistently in the stock market, then you definitely want to join our free Discord community, where we actually called out when it was happening in real time, the profit target for COSM. So we knew to sell and get out of the stock before things got wiry. Now, they did get wiry or hairy or nasty or whatever you want to call it, and that is shown in the chart here. I'm going to bring up the chart right here for you to see it. So on COSM, essentially what we had was a 50% dump, and it happened in mere seconds. Imagine that. Imagine someone, a new trader with their life savings in stocks, just starting off, who just saw a YouTube video saying that COSM was going to go to the moon, that COSM was going to $1, and then all of a sudden, nothing. All of a sudden, nothing. They just lose everything, and it makes me so sad, so sick, so it's just wrong. It's wrong that this happened, but it did happen, and now we have to figure out what we need to do about it. I'm a realist. I like to address the situation as it is, not as we want it to be. And that's exactly how we should be thinking if we want to succeed in the stock market. So objectively, where can we go from here? If the stock itself dropped to 15 cents, it rebounded as short started to cover, that's going to tell us a few critical pieces of information. This video is for Mr. Everyday Trader, because everyday trader definitely sees news online about a stock being amazing. They see that a stock is lower priced than it used to be, and they buy into it thinking that it's going to go up twice, 3 times where it was, and give their family an amazing life for the rest of their life. And it's horrible, but that rarely happens. In fact, if we don't think rationally, if we don't make decisions about stocks based on information on the chart, and this is really only given either after intense mentorship from professional traders like they do in the hedge funds, or by a really, really hard grind over a period of years, then it's very difficult to be able to tell where a stock is actually going to go in value. And having a lot of inexperienced traders online talking about various stocks doesn't really help. And with COSM, we saw that COSM was beaten down. We saw that it's been rejected from higher price levels multiple times. And now we want to go over 2 critical pieces of information. We have 2 critical pieces of information on COSM. We know that there's short interest in COSM. We know that. But the problem is, after COSM dumped 50% today, a lot of those shorts were covered, and we can actually see that on the chart here. We see how it went to exactly 15 cents. That's because so many shorts were covering at 15 cents because they just doubled their money, that they're not too worried about a short squeeze anymore. They're already out. They're already out. The shorts are already out. COSM is most likely not going to squeeze anymore. It's over. It's done. They got out of their position. They made double on their money. All of the shorts got exactly what they wanted on COSM. And who knows, maybe they saw it coming already. Maybe they are the one who spread the rumor that caused COSM to dump. Of course, they would love that. That's exactly what they do, is take advantage of news outlets, take advantage of other traders who are paid off by the media, who are telling everyone, buy this stock, this stock is going to $1. And then meanwhile, they're basically shorting the stock down to nothing. And when you short a stock, you are betting for the stock to go down. So if you short a stock, you are selling shares of the stock, which you have to buy back later. But if the stock falls in value, then you can buy back the stock at a lower price, which would in turn allow you to make money. If you sell something for $10 and then you can buy it back for $5, then you've just doubled your money. Okay, that's another way of making money in the stock market. I'm sorry, you wouldn't have doubled your money, but you would have gotten a 50% return on your money, which is pretty amazing. The stock would have to go to zero for you to really double your money. But in any case, if you get a 50% return by a stock dumping, then it would be in your best interest, if you could move the market, to dump the stock. And unfortunately, there are traders and there are misinformed people and there are new traders who thought that this stock was a good buy for a long-term hold. They thought that the stock COSM was truly going to short squeeze and they were going to 2x their money or 4x their money or 10x their money. And that's completely understandable. And I've been there and I've done that. And I'm here to tell you that that is the most destructive thing you can do as a trader. If you're hurting right now, you have every right to be. But I need you to use this pain in order to improve as a trader, because so many traders either give up on trading or do the exact same thing next time. And I need you to do the third thing. And the third thing is to educate yourself, to find out what actually happened and how you can avoid it in the future. And that's how you can really get those 100% wins on a day without risking so much, because this was a risky play. There wasn't a lot of upside potential and there was a ton of downside potential. So we want to avoid risky plays. We want to figure out how to avoid them. That's what we teach in our free Discord. And that's also what I'm going to go over here. So if shorts are already covering their positions, then a short squeeze is unlikely. So it's not like this stock is necessarily on a discount right now. I do see this stock retesting 27 cents and 30 cents, which are some of the exits that I have for COSM for anyone still holding COSM. But I also don't think that you should hold COSM past that amount. Something huge has to change, something fundamental. COSM has to get listed. The value of the company has to double. They have to get a $100 million grant from the government. Something huge, critical, fundamental must change on COSM for the COSM situation to truly change. Otherwise, the shorts are already out. We can no longer count on a short squeeze to push COSM to the moon. There is way too many shorts here who have already covered their position because they made a 50% return on their money. And so they're basically out already. And so because of this, it's probably not a good idea to get into COSM right now if you aren't already. However, I would say that if you are able to get into COSM around 15 cents, we see the second critical piece of information here. And that is, there was so many shorts covering at 15 cents and so many buyers at 15 cents, which was the exact level that we called out on our free Discord, by the way, to buy at 15 cents COSM. The price went immediately upward after. It went from 15 cents all the way to 25 cents. So technically, if you had your limit order set at 15 cents, you could have almost doubled your money today, despite the fact that COSM dumped. Because if you weren't in the stock, but yet you knew what price to pick up the stock, then you can easily make a very handsome and safe return on your money. I mean, imagine that if you had $10,000 set at 15 cents and then it went to 25 cents, you would essentially have about $17,000 from there, because 25 cents is about 85% return on your money. And that happened in a matter of 5-10 minutes. So understand the key levels of where to buy a stock, understand the safe places to get in a stock, and understand that a short squeeze probably isn't going to happen for COSM anymore. And then it's much safer to wait until the stock comes down to 15 cents if you're going to buy it at all. And no, I'm not going to buy it. I hope you don't buy it, but there's a ton of resistance here on COSM at around 24 cents. So I recommend covering at around 0.235 cents. And that goes for about half your position. If you want to hold it for longer, you can sell it at 27 cents, 29 cents. I doubt this stock will ever go above 30 cents within the foreseeable future. You can always buy and hold and hope, but hope gets traders in a lot of trouble. Didn't you already lose enough money on COSM? And I say that only so you really understand and feel what just happened here. You took a risky play with COSM. Yes, it could have paid off, but you need it isn't don't you also understand that it's important to educate yourself? You wouldn't jump in the ring with Mike Tyson without at least doing a little bit of boxing training yourself. So why would you jump into an extremely risky high volatility stock without at least having the training of a professional trader or a hedge fund manager? That kind of training or that kind of guidance is essential, which is why I'm so happy and proud to be able to provide that service to individuals. We all got out of COSM at around 58 cents. Anyone that was still holding COSM or anyone that bought it, did a day trade on COSM, was able to pick it up around 0.295 cents and then sell it at around here, around 32 cents and get a 6% return. And a 6% return, by the way, will allow you to double your money if you get that every day for a month. Really, you can double your money in a month just by getting a 6% return every day due to the magic of compound interest. If you don't know what that is, make sure to check out the video that I'm linking here at the end. And with that, we understand COSM, and we understand that COSM probably isn't going to go above 30 cents anytime soon. We understand that a short squeeze probably isn't going to happen anytime soon. We understand that 15 cents is the ideal buying point. And we understand that COSM has a ton of resistance at 24 cents. So you should cover most of your position at 23 cents. If you can get 27 cents to 30 cents on it, then that's great, but that's unlikely to happen. And in the future, please do not hold a volatile penny stock overnight, because you are playing with fire, my friend, and that is a fire I do not want any of my students to have to walk through. If you are going to hold a stock, make sure it's a stable stock, a strong stock, and a stock without any pending news, and that will protect your gains. And if you want to learn how to get 1,000, actually it's a 20,000% return on $1,000, then feel free to watch the video right here. And as always, you guys have an amazing day. It's great to be a part of your day trading journey, and I will see you guys in the next video.